Hello, I'm Richard Swindell, your MEC Chairman. I'd like to talk with you about negotiations. Recently, I attended the ALPA National Negotiating a Grievance Seminar and was struck by one of the comments Bruce Short, our Director of Representation, made about the process. He said that the basic elements of any negotiation are the same, and demonstrated this by comparing the process for negotiating a contract with that of a car. Remembering how some of my neighbors were trying to figure out how to purchase a rototiller together for the community garden got me thinking, what would it be like for a neighborhood to buy a car together? How would you organize something like that? Who would approach all the families in the neighborhood? How would you solicit and record everyone's input and prioritize the needs and requests? Some families may want an SUV, while others would be looking to get a sports car, truck, minivan, luxury sedan, or other vehicle. Do people want an automatic or standard transmission? How about the safety features? Anti-lock brakes, electronic stability control, sensors, rear cameras, airbags, and more. Plus, features like the number of seats and doors, the car's color, whether it should have power seats, steering, windows, and locks, a navigation system, the stereo system, and countless others would need to be considered. What about technical issues like car insurance and maintenance, or practical ones like how often and how many miles does each person get to drive it? Further, how much would each family be willing and able to pay? This may be one of the most difficult factors, as it will depend on each person's circumstances. From a process standpoint, who researches the suggested and desired models, compares all the available features, and reports back with recommendations? And after that's sorted out, who represents the neighborhood to the dealership? Who has the final say to approve a deal? And who works with the dealer to draft the ownership paperwork? This analogy, if you haven't figured it out, represents our group as well as its various and sometimes competing interests. Unlike in the example, our structure is already in place. We have a core of dedicated volunteers and highly experienced ALPA attorneys, financial analysts, communications, and additional staff members working to meet your needs. Our attorneys with us at the bargaining table are seasoned professional negotiators. They have literally thousands of hours experience with contract negotiations within the airline industry and even outside of it. As for our volunteers, they are the resident experts that research issues, relay your experiences, and help develop contract language in order to deliver a contract that meets the needs of every pilot on property. And this is no easy task, as I hope is apparent from the example given earlier. So where does that leave you, the members of our neighborhood? Would you let a few people from your street buy a car for you? I doubt it. I'm guessing you'd want to be a direct participant in the process. And that's what we want as well. It's going to be your car, and you have to be happy with it. It's the same with our next contract. You need to continue to provide us with feedback so we know what's important to you. But let's be honest, you're probably not going to get every feature you want. Negotiating for an entire pilot group with pilots at different stages of their careers and with different career aspirations is indeed like trying to jointly buy a car for a neighborhood. As your MEC, we are working to secure the best contract possible. Our goal is to improve pilot pay, work rules, and benefits are consistent with those you've expressed. Please continue to provide us with your feedback. Thank you for getting involved, being involved, and staying involved.